Welcome back to Aggravated Sports Fan. I've been away for a minute. I haven't dropped a video on this channel in a long time, and I wanted to give you something to think about. Aggravated Sports Fan is back. I will give you something when I record again. I will give you some sports takes, some other takes, all kind of things, takes more than sports on this channel. So stay tuned for more stuff. But right now, we're in Miami. I wish I was. But anyway, we're in Miami on the screen. Talking about a national championship game. So you click there, you want to get an objective opinion. I got an Alabama hat on, so you know I'm an Alabama fan. But I'm going to give you an objective opinion about the game, my thoughts, and also about who I think is going to win. So let's get right into it. Alabama, ranked number one, of course. They got the number one offense. They're averaging 48.2 points a game. Ranked number one in offense, ranked number 10 in defense. This isn't the whole FBS, right? So they're ranked number 10 in defense. And Ohio State's number 2 in offense and number 8 in defense. They say defense wins championship. If you're going to go off numbers, Alabama got 48 points a game. Ohio State has 43 points a game. In the defense, Alabama allows 19.5 points a game, and Ohio State's allowing 21 points a game. My keys to the game, if you're looking at the game, you know from the beginning of Alabama's season, Alabama played Ole Miss, and they got destroyed with the Ole Miss kept doing the hurry up, the speed, and they just kept throwing it down our throats, throwing it down Alabama's throats, and they just happened to win. The same game with Florida at the end of the SEC Championship, it would have been 10 more quarters. You never knew the way they were going back and forth with the points. So that's my concern as an Alabama fan and an analyst on this channel, giving you my perspective that Alabama defense has to stick up because Trey Sermon is a beast. Let's go to Ohio State stats real quick, and I'll give you Alabama stats. So Ohio State's, they're averaging 272 passing yards a game. The same thing in rushing. Trey Sermon had 500 yards in the last 2 games in rushing. This dude had 300 yards in the freaking Big Ten championship game. So right there, the rushing game, if they get their rushing game on, control the clock, keep Alabama off the field, that could be a big category, a big thing that can keep Alabama or give Alabama an L. So that's a big concern. If they can get their rushing on like that, that would be crazy. However, Alabama's allowing 107 rushing yards a game. So that's something to think about. And Ohio State is allowing opponents 96.7 rushing yards a game. You think about in a small sample size, they only played 7 games, right? So you want to look at that too. But anyway, third down. Third down is key. And they both average over 50% on third down. Alabama 59%, Ohio State 50% on third down. So Alabama has to get off the field on third down and stop Ohio State on third down. This is average football sense, right? Another concern that I have is they have 2 receivers on Ohio State. You know Alabama has the stable, and they get Waddle back, it's going to be crazy. But anyway, they're averaging 16 yards per catch, O'Clave and Wilson. And our corners are, they're trying to get their feet in. Surtain shuts down the field. But you got Joe and you got Malachi Smith. Those guys are going to have to step up and help out with these 2 receivers and the tight ends. The tight ends, our linebackers got to pay attention to the quarterback, Justin Fields, and the freaking running backs and tight ends out of the backfield. So it's going to be a whole bunch of stuff going on. So the defense is key for Alabama. They got to be able to hold these dudes from scoring like this. And let's go to Alabama. Ohio State concerns. Ohio State's cornerbacks play a little bit too soft on the passing defense. They give us so many. They allow 261 passing yards a game. That's going to be a concern for Ohio State. Alabama's doing 349 yards a game passing, 185 yards rushing. Matt Jones only threw 4 picks. Justin Fields averaging, again, 272, and he's thrown 6 picks in 7 games. So we got to disguise our defense. and don't let them do like they did Clemson. All right, D. Smith, Heisman Trophy winner, Maxwell Award winner, has 20 touchdowns, 15 yards a catch, and Najee Harris is averaging 24, has 24 touchdowns this year, 25 touchdowns this year to D. Smith's 20. He's averaging 6 yards per rush. So that's another thing to think about when these two teams match up. So I gave you all the stats. I gave you my concerns on defense with Alabama. They got to stop it, get on third down, stop them on third down. Ohio State's giving up way too many yards passing. Najee Smith going to do his thing. We got a stable. We have B-Rob, all those guys in the backfield. So who's going to win the game? Come on, man. You know what I'm going to say. I don't think Alabama's going to win the game. However, my major concern is Justin Fields. If Justin Fields does ever do the RPO and keep the chains moving and get Alabama confused and getting Sermon in the game and getting the tight ends in the game and getting the running backs out of the backfield in the game, it's going to be a long night for Alabama, right? Well, I can see them Alabama doing the wide receiver screens, a lot of slants, and if D. Waddle comes back, no telling what we're going to do. So, it's going to be a great game. My prediction of the score will be 45-32. I say we'll beat them by 10 or more points. That's my prediction. Roll Tide, aggravated sports fan. Again, more and more. I'm going to bring NBA. I'm going to give you my playoff Super Bowl predictions coming soon. Thanks for watching. Aggravated sports fan is back. Later.